Hello, Lior. Thank you for being with us today at the Restart IL Economy Conference here in London.
Thank you for having me.
So we would like to start with an overview of what is Shibolet, the law firm, and in particular, how are you involved with the Israeli ecosystem?
Okay, so we are one of the largest law firms in Israel, and we are a one-stop shop doing everything in the corporate world, but the majority of our work is basically around the high-tech ecosystem. We do everything from fund formation to in representing investors.
בוא נעשה את זה,
כן, כן.
אין שום בעיה.
אני גם
אוקיי.
רוצה לתקן.
ריסטארט. זה בסדר, זה לא הכל טוב.
אוקיי.
אבל אנחנו לא עורכים את זה, אז אנחנו פשוט נתחיל מההתחלה.
בדיוק, כן.
אוקיי?
שנייה, גם ניסים את הטלפון, שקט כי הוא לא.
מצוין. Lior, thank you for being with us today at the Restart IL Economy Conference here in London. We would like to start with a general question. Tell us a bit about Shibolet, the law firm, and in particular, your involvement with the Israeli high-tech ecosystem.
Sure, and thanks for having me. Shibolet is one of Israel's largest law firms in general, and we have more than 300 practitioners, 370 people that work at Shibolet. And our largest practice is the high-tech practice. Now, in this practice, we do everything around the ecosystem, from fund formation to representing investors, to representing companies. And when I say companies, technology companies, it's running from startups really to founders and representation to giant companies, Israeli companies that are traded on NASDAQ. And we represent them with all their needs. So in general, we see ourselves as serving the ecosystem, part of the ecosystem, and we care about the ecosystem.
So from that perspective, and I understand that you cover a lot of companies, as you said, from a wide variety of stages. If you have to look at the Israeli high-tech industry these days after October 7th, what is your sense of where it stands? Is it strong? Does it need help? Where is it positioned?
Yeah, well, it's the October 7th came after the beginning of 2023. So we are at the end of a very difficult year. The political environment was difficult and created difficulties for companies that was already on the background of the general atmosphere in the world, which was against the technology sector in general because of the high interest and the inflation and so forth. So what we saw in the world was just increasingly happening in Israel and accelerated by the political issues, and then came the war. So basically what we saw is the companies that waited for things to improve until, the political situation will be better. And then waited and postponed their fundraising until after the summer, and then after the holidays, and then it was October. So I think that the number of companies that are struggling right now is enormous. We're talking about hundreds of companies. Venture capital firms that were in the middle of their fundraising also have difficulties. If one of their focuses is Israel, so this is another issue. And basically, I think that this situation requires assistance.
So if now I ask you to meet with an investor, as the many investors that are here with us at the conference, and try to convince them, in light of what you just said, to invest in Israel in these days, what would be the case for Israel or the case for investing in Israel's high-tech industry?
Yeah, so this is basically the reason that I came, and you should have seen, probably you've seen my presentation. I think that the case for investing in Israel now is easy. Look, you have everything that you've ever wished to find in Israeli high-tech companies, but at the best valuations and terms since, let's say, 2010, which is a long time ago. So basically, once you understand that this will be over, and to wait until it's over and everyone feels that it's over, it doesn't make sense, especially if you want to help Israel and the Israeli companies at this minute. So you have a business reason, a very good business reason, maybe the best business reason, but at the same time, a very good value-centered reason to invest now.
Excellent. And I understand also you're here because of your involvement with the Next October initiative of Yizhar Shai and his son, Ophir Shai, in memory of Yaron, who was killed in the first day of fighting. What is the involvement of the Shibolet law firm in this enterprise?
Well, we were moved immediately when we saw that initiative. We believe is because of our part in the high-tech ecosystem, and at the same time our involvement in social activity in general for the benefit of Israel and the Israeli high-tech sector. We felt that we must assist and be part of this initiative. We are going to support this initiative where in any way we can, in close contact with Yizhar, and we will run with this initiative in Israel and around the world.
Well, thank you very much, Lior, for being with us today and for all the important work you're doing.
Thank you very much.